not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream. Chance I get, you can't change nothing if you don't do that. I pay my taxes even when it hurts. Sometimes I think though it's just getting worse. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me.
Oh, I hit the button. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well, jump right in there, baby. How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday. It is Sunday indeed. I am so glad y'all are here. And right off the bat, I want to say Happy Father's Day to all our fathers, whether you be a father, a stepfather, and as I said earlier, some moms who have to take on a dual role, baby. And so I hope every one of you had the best day you could have. I hope the day puts a smile on your face and a little warmth in your heart. Anyway, it is Sunday. It's been a busy day I started out on the Tim Cormall show this morning. I had a wonderful time with Tim, with Joe, with Francie, Seth. There was a great conversation in there. I just had a wonderful day, and then I slid into my rant. Whew, ate a hell of a dinner just a little while ago, and I'm stuffed, baby. Anyway, Just Coggins was the first one to jump in, followed by Nancy Halverson. That smart-ass squaw is in the room. Martha, thank you very much. Bart Larson is here. Bruce Preston. Jeanette Miller's here. Dorothy Tyndall. Let me see. Adina Michaels here. Just Coggins. I think Randy Peterson. Randy Peterson. Woo, pig, buddy. You know, on Tim's show today, it's a thing. Tim has you bring up your social media friend of the week, and you try to pick somebody who says something wise or some shit like that. You know, something funny. And today, being Father's Day, and the guy that came to my mind was indeed our own woo pig, Randy Peterson. And I just told people that to give him a follow, because you won't find a kinder heart. A big heart with lots of love and a kind word for everybody. I really mean that, Randy. You're a hell of a good guy, and it's all of to our benefit to even know you. Anyway, all that mushy shit. Karen Van Wyck is in the room. Let me see. Where was I? Bernadette Pre, thank you so much. Robert Pepper Roberts, thank you. With Kenneth. All right, Kenneth's in the room too. Let me see. Where was I? Justin Pennington. Indeed, happy Father's Day, Gene Shanky. Oh, I got to get on down here or we won't get this show started. There's a long list of messages I'll have to catch up with after a while. Anyway, BW is here. Miss Linda, thank you very much. And Carolyn and John Majesco. And man, Carolyn's been busy today, man. I'm telling you. That girl's got a lot of work going on. Let me get my shit together. First of all, let me get my first my co-host up here, Bernadette in Michichick, and then I see a hand up there, and I'm fixing to grab that guy's ass. Anyway, I didn't mean to say that. It just came out that way. Hello, Bernadette.
Hey, happy Father's Day to all glued up men out there. Hey, and like you said, some of them mamas are out there. I'm one of them.
I knew you were. And what a fine job you've been doing with not only your
It's
son,
work,
but your
but
grandson.
somebody's got to do it. The only thing that I couldn't do was, well, I'm not gonna say that right now. It's
Yeah,
too early in the show.
It'll find its way in there somewhere. Don't worry
I'm
about it.
sure
It'll
it
be taken
will.
care of. But speaking of Dominic, got straight A's, right?
Yes,
And
he
perfect
did.
attendance.
And another perfect
Boy,
attendance.
howdy
So,
shit.
you know,
We got a lot
he
missing in that boy. We're just
he
so
makes
proud of him.
he makes school easy because he actually likes going to
That
school.
makes a huge difference. Huge difference. And Michichick.
Well, happy Father's Day, John.
Well, thank you very much, darling. I have had a good one.
Well, and you know what? You've raised some really excellent boys. So, yeah.
I'd like to think
Give yourself a little
it's-
pat on the back.
Yeah, that's me. I woke up this morning where I'm always the first one up. They know that. And right there at the table where I sat was a pumpkin pie, a big package of donut holes because I don't like the donut, but I just love them holes. And I had a package of goobers because I like my M&Ms without the candy crust. And and another box of candy. Oh, Whoppers. And let me see. Oh, and the neatest little thing, because my old truck ain't got Bluetooth. So they bought me a Bluetooth device that you have, you know where your input jack is? I have one of those. So it plugs into that, and it turns on, it connects to your Bluetooth device, in this case my phone, and all of a sudden I have my everything I want right there at the tip of my fingers.
Right
Pretty
on.
damn cool.
That's cool.
So,
Well, you know what? Dominic and I got clever. My son is like Brett Kavanaugh. He likes to drink beer.
beer?
And so, beer. And so we bought him a beer crafting kit.
Oh, he's
Oh,
gonna make
Al-
it.
And you know what? Yeah,
You
we could
can't
each
wait.
make his own beer.
You can't wait.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah, that'd be-
everybody's got to test it, see if it's okay.
that's right.
You know,
that's right.
Gonna have a,
Sweet.
he's gonna have a hell of a good time with that. I bet he loves that.
I hope he does, and I hope he learns something out of it, and he's totally excited about doing it. And I figure, why not make your own beer since you like
There you
beer?
go.
so
If you
much,
like beer, the
learn
best
how
way to
make
do it is make your own.
There you go.
Indeed, he's gonna have a kick in the butt.
Yeah.
with that. Hey, talking about kicking the butt. Hey, Leo, how in the hell are you doing? I can't resist, buddy. You started it. You did it in your own posting. So I'm just playing along, buddy.
Truth. Truth.
How are you doing?
I'm in a little bit of pain.
You sound like it, brother. I'm sorry to hear.
I got all the dogs around me growling at each other right now.
They all want to make you feel better. It's their turn to take care of Daddy.
Guys, knock it off. John, I want to give a shout out to another group on Father's Day that most of us don't think about. I do because it's much closer to me. And that is, there are a lot of dads out there that are women. They might not have been born that way, but that's who they are now.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
So to them, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's
Mother's
Day.
Whatever you want to call it. Girls, if you don't knock it off, I'm going to whap all of
Hey,
you.
look at that. Violence right here on TV. You all heard it now. We're all witnesses.
But
Abuse.
getting back to things, another pun.
Yeah.
I'm
We
healing.
got millions of
John,
them. We got millions of them, Leo. Go ahead.
Well, I would say to everybody, if you're on Facebook and you're on my page, I posted a bit of a long essay yesterday, and it's a thing that I would tell to all of you is that you need to take better care of yourself, especially when it comes to your digestive tract. We forget about that part of our body, and we try to forget about our butts, but
But
simple fact is, without those working, you got a real problem.
They're
Um,
connected.
Yeah, all of
intake
it's
output.
very connected.
It's all.
And that's really a part I want why I popped on. If y'all want to, yeah, well, but John, you know this. Some of you others might. Y'all can sing me happy birthday if you want to.
Indeed, I do know, and indeed I will, because today is Leo's birthday. How do you like that? He gets a
Happy
double
birthday,
shot today.
Leo.
So,
Right on.
so yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Leo. Happy birthday to you. And many, many, many more. Many
With
more.
a
Hey, Leo.
healthier butt.
And a healthier butt, buddy. I'm sorry you're having to go through that. That has got to be misery. Hopefully it heals fast. You know.
Well, there's a whole lot of women out there that understand it because that is also one of the things that will cause those kind of tears, and that's childbirth.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm not alone. There's a whole lot of people out there that have had to have this kind of surgery and that sort of thing. But it gives you a new appreciation. It gives you a new
does.
appreciation.
Because any surgery is a pain in the ass, but damn, when they have to double down on it, it's bad, brother. I did. I thought about you today on Tim's show also because the last show that was your debut on the show, and I was tickled to death to see you on there again using your voice to keep this discussion going, this fight that we're in. And I want to thank you for that, brother.
So you're very welcome, and thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm going to leave you soon, but there is one other thing that I kind of do want to put in there, and that is for this whole damn country to understand that marijuana is not just a thing to get you high. It's not a gateway drug.
No.
And there's so much more beyond smoking it that can be. And I will tell you this. Quite frankly, I've had a whole lot of different kinds of pain in my life. All of them, none of them are good.
None of them good.
But I have never ever in my life felt pain like this. And what I will tell all of you is that one of the things that is very, very effective because of the CBD in it and because of its, it has a whole hell of a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. And that's really the biggest cause of pain in all of this is the inflammation after an operation. I took the OxyContin they gave me. I took it 2 times, I think. And it did what any opioid will do.
It did its job.
It made it so, well, first
it made
of all,
it so you didn't give a shit.
Well, that's the whole point. Both ways. No, he just made that funny. I'm going to take it.
Oh, I didn't even mean it funny. It means I just meant it. Yeah, I didn't even catch that one. No, I just meant it means you don't care. You don't notice it.
Constipates you. So it makes it so you don't give a shit every way there is.
I didn't catch that one either. Damn.
I would suggest to anybody that if you find out what cannabis tincture is, and it carries more of the CBD than will smoking it, that sort of thing, and that coupled to ibuprofen, you can get through. I know I could. This is again some of the worst pain I've ever had, and that has been my salvation.
I'll tell you what, just earlier this evening, because of a story that was on TV, they're exploring the medical benefits of mushrooms now. And I just find it ironic that all the things that all my life that they swore up and down were the worst things in the world for you, marijuana and mushrooms, and now they're discovering the medicinal properties of them and the benefit it has. I will say one thing. Nobody that knows me does not know that John smokes pot. I've done that all my life just about. I take a blood pressure pill, and that's it. The doctors keep trying to push pills on me, but I find the benefit that I get from smoking marijuana, and if I had a legal way to get it, a whole lot better ways to do it. But you can't. And it's not because of the danger of the drug. It's because there's money to be made in the drug war, baby, and Texas gets a whole lot of it. That's
Yep,
the
that's
basic
exactly
bottom
it.
line of it in my state.
That's what's holding back a whole lot of the stuff. That's what's holding it back here, which is utterly fucking
It's
stupid because
stupid.
this was the very last state to
Yeah.
actually enforce the Schedule One classification.
Yeah.
Still is the biggest cash crop here in Tennessee. Never has been anything else but that. And we as a country, there's so many things we need to wake up to. But
You know,
anyway,
with pot, I think it's how you treat it. If you want to act like an idiot after you smoke a joint, you can do that and just blame it on the pot. But it's not the pot. You just wanted to act like an idiot.
there you go. And there's a whole lot of medical properties that we ought to be
Indeed.
looking into better than we are.
Indeed.
So I'm going to leave y'all with that because, well, I will say this. This is another one of the stupid jokes. I am grateful that all my pain is behind me.
Yeah. Well, let's hope all your pain is behind you, because we want your ass back out there using your voice, brother. And again,
All right,
happy
y'all.
birthday, happy Father's Day. Take care of the dogs and let the dogs take care of you, buddy. And
We'll do it,
and
man.
give Valerie our best.
I will do it. Y'all be good.
All right, you too, brother. And
Amen.
amen. Hey, hello, Joe.
Hello, John.
How are you doing, brother? Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to you and everybody else,
Everybody
including
else.
women who have to take up that job.
What?
So how's
What
it
job?
going, John?
It's going fine, brother. It's been
Are you over that sugar high?
No, not yet. I'm working on it, brother. Oh, I forgot to mention that Joe came by with a whole big old thing that we sat out in the driveway in the rocking chairs last night, talking, and he brought a whole thing of what I call Mexican wedding cookies, is what I call them. And what are they called?
It's called pan de polvo.
Pan de polo. I can't say it right.
Polvo. Polvo. The word polvo means powder.
Yeah.
So I guess you would call it powdered sugar cookies.
Little tiny powdered sugar cookies with
You
cinnamon.
can't have just one.
No. Are you shitting me? Half that thing's gone. A little more than half, John. I'm telling you. And guess who's been eating them? All of them. It's not me. I swear it wasn't me. I barely had one, two, maybe.
Well, you said
six.
you said you were going to put them in the closet.
Yeah. They're out there on the counter. But luckily now they're being able to be distracted by pie and donut holes.
Oh,
You know,
awesome.
Go eat some of that and leave them cookies alone. I can eat those things all day long.
You know what?
And I
I'm
do.
so happy. I'm so happy that I'm losing weight and I don't have that urge. The urges I used to have a Coke or a big old piece of pie or that third or fourth helping of whatever's being
Yeah.
served. I've gone from 184 to 179.
Outstanding.
Oh, yay.
Outstanding. And you're just
Yeah,
getting
like-
started.
And I'm just getting started.
There you
Yeah,
go.
my goal is 140, which makes me it'll make me smaller
140?
than I. Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for.
Damn, brother.
I want to be able
Waste
to
away.
I want to be able to fit in between a chain link fence.
Yeah, there you go. I keep bragging to Marcia. I'm the same weight now as I was when she met me. Of course, she is too. She's less, though. But, yeah. So, keep my ass working, sweat it off is what I believe.
Hey, we don't have to work, John. We just sit out in the front porch.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
use
I
weather.
enjoyed that last night, bub. I enjoyed that.
I did too.
So, anytime I
I
get
did
to
too.
sit down
I
and relax.
really got a kick out of it when you came out and you could have been holding that 40 caliber for
Yeah,
the look
no.
on your face.
Joe pulled up my driveway. Marcia says, there's somebody in a red truck just pulled up in the driveway. Well, I look out there, and sure enough, there's a red truck I do not recognize. I don't know who's in that truck, but they're sure pulling up my driveway like they know what they're doing. So, John, what's John do? Right down the stairs, got the chest pumped out there, walking right up to the door. It's got that no see-through glass kind of shit. Yeah, I can't see. The door's open, and then I'm ready for it. And Joe's head pops out. Yep, I'm ready to. What do you
ready?
want, buddy? Can
You're
I
ready
help
to
you?
go to war.
Ah, shit. Yeah, we get a little nervous when somebody just pulls up in the driveway like that if we don't recognize them. We don't have very many visitors out here, and when we do, we know when they're coming and all that kind of stuff.
Well, we
So,
had a passerby a couple of times, didn't we?
yes. Oh hell, Joe, I've had like 6 today.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
two of them
Have that
cops.
truck? Oh, really?
Yeah, the constable and the sheriff. Not at the same
Man,
time.
that truck must have really riled them up.
Yeah, something riled them up. I don't know. They just cruise by. I hope they're
Well,
just out there protecting the neighborhood. That's all.
they see me driving up in the black Dodge. Then they see me in a red Jeep.
Oh yeah, they
Then,
think all this John's got. Yeah,
how many Mexicans are going to be coming to
yeah,
visit John?
that's right. They're ganging up down there. Look for them. Yep.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, Bernadette, Miss Chick, y'all still there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Just listening to the
don't-
conversation.
Don't want to leave y'all out of anything here.
Hey, who could butt in when Leo was talking about
I was-
what Leo was talking about? You know, you have to have experience to join that conversation.
Yeah, I don't want them.
The only thing I can
want
add
any-
to that is my
I'm
mother
good.
had that same thing, and
Mm.
she told me it was worse than childbirth.
He has been suffering with this for a while.
Yeah.
And he had a dual thing going on. We won't discuss anything else because that's his personal
That
issues.
he's right about the gut biome. The culture down in your gut. It runs just about everything in your
Yeah.
body, including
Yeah.
your brain. So not only is it connected to the other end, it's connected to your brain health too. And we do as we get older, we need to be more aware of
Of our own health,
our
yes.
our
And it
you know,
starts with what
flora
you put in your
our-
mouth.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
I'm not the best,
Absolutely.
healthiest eater in the world. I'm probably atypical of most people. I eat too much, but one thing I do, I'm a big Wheaties fan. All right, Wheaties every day, every night, just about. Big bowl of Wheaties. That's my thing, and
Keep moving.
works for the
Yeah.
fiber part of it, I guess. Anyway,
Absolutely. It keep you moving.
yeah.
I
That's
sit
not why
by
I
the
do
TV.
it. I just like Wheaties. Shit.
I sit by the TV with those little wheat crackers.
Yeah.
And I'll watch TV and I'll pop one in there like as if it was popcorn. And that's about it because I'm carnivorous. Very few vegetables touch these lips.
Is that right?
Yes, sir. Very few
Mike-
vegetables touch my lips.
Oh, I love vegetables, but I do at night. My kids know the standard line when I'm sitting there in the evening watching TV, and all of a sudden I'll get up and what do you want, Dad? And I always have the standard answer, El Snacko. And I do that probably twice before the bowl of Wheaties. So anyway, oh yeah, serrano peppers, yeah. There you go. I could do that.
You can do that?
Hey, Randy, you need some of Joe's recent green sauce.
Ooh, buddy.
That'll make you catch your breath, buddy. Anyway,
That'll make you lose your breath.
so
But political-wise, what's going on, John?
all sorts of shit out there today on the talk shows. Mike Pence out there, he says he's going to clean house at the Department of Justice. Is just getting outraged going after Donald Trump the way they are. This is just, it's not fair. Hillary Clinton over there and Hunter Biden and look over there. Yep, that's exactly what we're hearing. But
their new famous line right now, and it seems to flow out of all the shitholes up there, is the weaponization of the
yes,
the government.
Yep.
That is a phrase that they have
They
come
are
up
gonna keep
with that
repeating it.
everybody in the club says. It's like secret code.
Yep. Yeah.
You can only get in if you say that shit.
and they're going to keep pumping it because
Yeah, they are.
they know their followers are going to believe that shit.
Because they got no excuse for what their cult leader did.
None.
So
No defense for it.
What I want to happen is for Donald Trump,
go to
fuck
prison.
Trump.
Fuck
to
Trump.
keep
Did you say fuck
running
Trump again?
his
There you go.
Yeah, that asshole. Keep running your mouth, because every time he opens his mouth at this point, he just buys himself another
Another nail
count,
in the coffin,
another
baby.
case, another
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm
Yep.
okay with that. Keep running your mouth.
He's
Knock yourself
trying
out,
to
dude.
enrage the public if he is convicted of anything.
He's
And
got a
that's
million dollar mouth, doesn't he?
doesn't he?
He does.
It's not his mouth I worry so much about. It's all these other assholes, these congressmen and shit, that are
Yes.
running their mouth trying to protect him.
And that's where we as voters got to come into play. We have to vote them out.
Vote them out because
Vote them
these people
out.
are standing up for him because they are co-conspirators in the January 6th investigation. When Jack Smith goes and brings
Absolutely.
all this information about the January 6th riot or attack on our country, the insurrection, then there's going to be a lot encompassed in that investigation, and I believe some of it is going to lead into Congress. We saw on tape congressmen giving tours. Are you shitting me? Yes, they were complicit in this. They knew what was going to happen. So that's where that investigation could go. It's not just Trump. It's those 270 assholes that went along with him to try to overturn a free and fair election.
Well,
And
and
they're
I was
their
listening to
greatest
something today. I think somebody posted it on Discord. I might be wrong, but I poked the button and listened to it, and the man was talking about squirrel. Yeah,
talking about squirrels.
he was
Squirrel.
talking about squirrels.
And squirrels, man, they go everywhere. They get into everything.
Oh, it was the idea that Mark Meadows was texting and talking to a whole shitload of people in the couple of days ahead of and the day of the January 6th. And those people should be worried.
Yes, that's why a lot of them.
I think there was over 34 of them or so. I think the guy said on the video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some nefarious shit going on in the
Indeed.
criminal administration that was prior to Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I know they want to call it Joe Biden and his
Yeah.
crime family, but we had an entire administration that was criminal in every aspect of
Every-
our
And had
federal
plenty
government.
of co-conspirators in the Congress.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, let me thank Maria Betancourt real quick. She came in with a $5 donation. Thank you very much, Maria. And said, Happy Father's Day, John, and to all of the fathers here tonight. Maria, thank you very much, darling. I appreciate that so much.
You know, our biggest hope, and hopefully, is the Gen X crowd to be able to stay interested and get in the fight.
You know, I was
These young people.
after the I had a very the only moment of solitude I had was early this morning, and then I had to go into the Tim show, and so I had about maybe 15-20 minutes to spend with Tyler before he went to work, and so I'm sitting out there a few minutes. Travis and Tyler are both there, and I start going through my head, and that's when I came up with my rant for today. It is the future of our society is dependent upon what we do now. We all know that. I like to think that I raised my kids in a way that is going to benefit society down the road, that I did my part to help further the dreams of millions of Americans across this country. And that's the way I kind of look at I don't know, I'm getting old. You have a tendency to look at things a little different. Your glasses change, the paradigm shifts a little bit. And you get nostalgic, and you look back over your life, and yeah, I'm going to cap it off with some damn good thoughts. My kids are solid. You know, I've done the best for my family that I could possibly do. Life's tough sometimes, but we're no worse off than anybody else in this country, and a whole lot better off than a lot. And I don't know. I'm starting to get a peaceful feeling of yeah. What? Huh? Thank you.
You know,
I was
meeting-
rambling
meeting-
on. It was
I
this
would
mushy
like to
shit. I
say-
don't like it.
Well,
I would
meeting
like
your
to say
boys.
one thing.
Ah.
John,
Yes, sir.
After meeting one of your sons, the way that we have, we've never met in person, but I've talked to him many, many times. After
Indeed.
seeing the other one, whom I absolutely adore, okay, um,
That's my boy.
you have done a fine job in
Thank you.
Here,
raising
here,
your sons.
Thank you.
You have done
here,
a
here.
fine job. And the reason why I know is because they represent you well.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
My sentiments exactly.
I appreciate that tremendously. It's we should all be proud of our kids, right?
I am proud of mine.
Indeed, we all should be. Uh, but it's all that watering and fertilizing that we did along the way. And
Yeah.
maybe sometimes we
And it is
overwatered or used
exactly
the wrong fertilizer, but they seem to have come out all right.
Yeah.
because they were nurtured. Even
Yeah.
if you overwater and even if you use the wrong fertilizer, you're still nurturing
You're
them.
still doing
And
the
that's what
garden.
you need while they're growing up.
Yeah.
And then you allow them to grow up and become the young men that they're
Indeed.
capable of being. What they ain't incels that's running around trying to kill people in this fucking
No.
country
No.
for absolutely no reason.
No, both my kids are very compassionate, and their circle of friends is the same. That's what I just love about their lives, the people that they know.
I can only say, John, that when the time comes, you can rest easy because job well done.
I appreciate it, brother. I don't know. Like I said, I don't like thinking that way because it always ends with that same perspective. Damn, John, you're gonna die one day. Fuck, that's
Well,
not an
John,
easy
John,
thought.
you're gonna die one
But
day.
yes, we all
gonna
are. I'm
die
not
one
worried
day.
about that. I
But
don't.
that's
I'm
our
no.
legacy is what we're leaving behind.
That's right. There you go, baby. It's what we
And
leave
one
behind.
thing, John, I
And,
got a
and
question.
I'm doing a good job, but I don't know. It's this 70 thing is really bothering me. I turned 70 6 months ago or
Young,
something. And shit.
70 years young.
Dude,
Yeah.
you need to quit tripping. You need to quit tripping on the
know.
number and just stay focused in the present because that's all that really matters anyway.
That's
It ain't
true.
about no
It's
damn
about
number.
today, baby. And let me thank Nita Parker, who just came in with $10 and said, "So glad that I have had this family through these crazy years." Baby, Nita, you have been here a long time, baby. Nita has been, I bet, within the first year. I remember seeing that name. Nita, thank you very much. I truly appreciate that. We've
I've got
built
a
a great
question, John.
family here. This has become just exactly that, a family. When we
Yeah.
first came up with the
Yeah.
name of it, it was because of reason that people that we already knew. We
Yeah.
were acting more like family than anything else. You know. Ah,
Hey,
look at
John,
that.
can we jump back to some history?
What about history?
Well,
Who knows
Someone
what about
passed-
history?
someone passed away a couple days ago at
Oh.
the age of 92. And it happened to be, I think, the day before the 51st anniversary of the break-in at the offices of the Democratic National Committee
Yes,
in Washington. Do you remember his name?
I did until the squirrel just ran through my head. Wait a minute. No, come on, fast. I'm trying to go through that Rolodex. No. Daniel.
Yes.
I guess 50% of it's pretty good, ain't it?
Ellsberg.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
Ellsberg.
pretty good.
Daniel Ellsworth. Ellswood?
Ellsberg.
Ellsberg.
Yeah.
And he was famous.
He was
In his day.
And he was also a Marine.
Yes, U.S. Marine Corps.
But he was famous for being a whistleblower,
Yes.
mostly.
On who, pray tell?
Well, he blew the whistle on the government.
On the government.
And their
whistleblower.
7,000-page secret study on the involvement in
Vietnam.
Vietnam. Yeah.
Yeah, the Pentagon Papers is what it was called.
Yes.
And it proved
Yes.
that we knew way before there was no winning in Vietnam. There never was going to be a chance to win that war. And
No,
it went
and
on
it
way
even goes
too long.
past us. It goes into anybody else that was involved in it too. It talks about all of that.
Yeah,
But it also crept into, of course, the break-in.
and the Nixon and the Watergate. No, I
Yeah,
remember
true
that
predicament.
era so much.
Well, and Nixon was obsessed with the idea that the Pentagon Papers proved that opponents were trying to sink his campaign for re-election.
Yep.
Now, why would he think that? Do you think that would be a strategy that maybe Republicans used?
Yeah. Maybe he knew what
And
he
that's
was
why he
talking
would think
about.
that?
He knew the playbook.
Yeah, he knew the playbook.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Boy, hell.
Hey, John, I got a question for you.
What's that?
You were talking about something last night. How's your truck doing? Is it still cooling?
No, it ain't.
It ain't.
Nope. Before anybody got up
Did it-
this morning, I went out there, just fingers crossed, thinking, oh, I know I got this, I know I got this. Started the engine, nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
It all leaked out, so there went a whole lot of money up in the air.
Well,
That's some shit.
as soon as I get rid of all my honeydews out here, I got tomorrow to do. I'll drop by. I'll bring all my little toys, and
Bring
we'll
your
try
toys?
it again. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go to
gotta-
town today in it, and man, by the time I got back, brother,
not
I was ready to run for the house. The house is getting real damn cool, though. I'm loving the house, and I was so
That's right.
yeah. For those that
You're
don't know,
fully-
John fixed his air conditioner yesterday. It was working fine last night. Woke up this morning, it's got no juice. Anyway, I want to thank Lucky Girl who came in with $7 donation and said, "New meaning to MAGA, make arraignments great again." Yeah. Let's arraign all of them. Let's keep arraigning him. Thank you very much, Lucky Girl. I appreciate that tremendously. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, there's more to come. There is so much more to come.
Oh,
But I gotta say,
I don't-
I'm happy with the fact that the way the magistrate is already, let's get on with the secret clearance stuff. Let's get the ball moving. I don't want to waste
Yes.
time on this.
yes.
It's going to
yes.
take a long time coming anyway.
Well, he's gonna make all kinds of motions, and I don't know how he's gonna be doing it without any lawyer.
Can't get a lawyer. Ain't that some shit? That's sad. Uh-oh, Ed.
Hi, John.
How you doing, brother?
Fine. Happy Father's Day.
I
It's
appreciate
also Father's Day for uncles, too.
I appreciate that tremendously, buddy. We're having a lot of trouble with your microphone again, I guess.
Let me reset.
All right. Let's see
Yeah,
if you
it's-
can get that fixed.
It kind of
Yeah,
sounds like fluorescent lighting. You know,
Yeah,
the
that
ballast.
interference that you would get from that, the old, yeah.
Yeah, the old
Sort of, yeah,
ballast.
it's that thing.
It sounds a lot like it.
Let's try it again and see if you got that fixed. Man, what a day. And you know what? I'm not done yet. I haven't even touched that pumpkin pie yet.
He got it.
Better?
There you go. There's Ed. You there, brother?
Yeah, I'm there.
There you go. It's coming as clear as bell
That's
now.
nice and clear, yeah.
Yes.
What happened to 9/11? Oh, I gotta back up the chat now. I know. I don't know when Oh. Lord have mercy. Tammy, be careful, baby. I don't know what that's about. And tell me, there it went. Damn it! Now, cannot do offers here because they're too.
Did
too
anybody
busy.
get a chance to look at the Republicans' blueprint to save America budget plan?
Oh, they have a blueprint
Apparently,
again.
the
I saw
Republican
some of it.
Study Committee, 175 member group, released it, I guess, the other day. I have not had a chance to really look at it, but apparently it calls for, of course, slashing the federal budget
But of
by
course.
raising the age at which retirees can start
Yes.
claiming Social Security benefits from
Yeah.
67 to 69.
Yeah, I saw that.
Privatizing Medicare.
I saw they was
And
on that on the
enacting-
news talking about. Well, this only counts if you're 30 or 40 years old. If
Right,
you're-
and it's all about
like that's
starve
gonna
the
differ- that-
government, make it go away, right?
yeah.
If they don't have any money, they can't run. Therefore, they'll.
Hey, I
pull
got
you
an
know.
idea. Instead of cutting Social Security, why don't we increase taxes on the fucking wealthy?
Yeah.
How about we take away that tax cut they got under Donnie and put that back on the books? Let's see how we do that.
What about this, John? We can vote out the Republicans.
We could do that.
We could
That's
do
the
that.
power we have.
I'd rather run
Exactly.
them out, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, we can slash their budget,
Instead of their
too.
tires.
their travel
Yeah,
budget, their Medicare's, their
yeah.
medical budget.
Shut down that
Uh,
gym and go out and join a gym membership outside the campus there, the White House or the Capitol. There's a lot of perks we could cut down on there. Has to save a whole lot of money. Are they going to do any of that? No, 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 no.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's only two ways out. Either you cut the budget or you increase revenue. Now, the lower echelon people down here, us, we don't have the money. They can't tap us enough to pay for what we need to do. And the only solution to it is to increase the taxes on the wealthy. Look what this country was doing great when they had what they have, like a 70 or 80% tax rate on those of higher wealth. Somebody help me out there, because I know it was at
industry.
one point it was somewhere up, way the hell up there.
It was, but I can't remember when
Yeah.
it was.
Well, we're not asking for that.
Um,
How about 50%? Yeah. Be patriotic and do it on your own.
Well, they're arguing that everybody should have bootstraps to yank themselves up
Yeah.
high and take care of
Yeah.
themselves. All the government
Does he
should
know how
do
many people out here
is
are
make
wearing
sure people
sandals?
don't get hurt, and that's it.
They don't
period.
got boots. They barely have a freaking roof over their head, and too many of them don't have that.
well,
Yeah.
and big companies. Every time they get in trouble, who bails them out?
We do. We do.
We do.
And like I
what do
always
they
say,
do?
that big old thick ass tax code that we have, you think that's for our ass? No.
Oh,
No, it's not written for us. We don't have that kind of money.
before they get any bailouts, they should be having to declare what they do have, like the yacht, company yacht, limos. If you can afford those, you can afford to pay your bills.
I don't think a little bit extra in your taxes is going to hurt you.
No,
How many yachts does Betsy DeVos have?
of course.
At least 6 that I know of. Might increase since the last time I checked. I don't know.
Don't know.
When you have 6 yachts,
And then she'll get a tax break for every
oh
yacht.
yes, she'll have a tax break for every one of them. Either that, or she'll have them registered outside the United States, so she ain't got to pay taxes on them.
But
They
they're
use a
like,
lot of little tricks
because
like that.
these rich people, they have all their toys. They have their um, family wealth for the next 300 years or whatever.
Mhm.
And we're paying for it. We're paying for it. Because they also have government jobs where they're
Excuse me.
screwing the government every chance they get.
I knew
Okay,
somebody.
Inside,
like
I'd call it
the criminal
insiderness.
administration.
I knew somebody
no.
would do
Ain't no
this.
way, ain't no way in hell Jared Kushner should have been able to walk away
No.
from the White House with $2 billion.
Indeed. Ain't that the truth? Big Wet Willie came in and said income tax rates under Eisenhower were as high as 90%. A look through the record shows that top earners in the 8 years of Eisenhower's presidency paid a top income tax rate of 91%.
Yeah,
And they were still wealthy.
and this is how America got built,
Yes.
because we had some fantastic ideals then, but we also had the money to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And there wasn't a lot of moaning and groaning
And
about
in,
it.
and in doing so, which is Biden's plan for this country, we employed people and gave them work and gave them dignity and gave them the promise of Social Security and Medicare.
Yeah. And to
How many
quote
people are
James
gonna wanna-
Turnbuckle, but all they want to do is talk
You know,
about is
when it was
Hunter's
the,
laptop.
when it was the Obamacare, the American,
Yeah.
the ACA, all they wanted to do, they spent the whole time that Obama was in office, and the whole time that Trump was in office, trying to overturn it, and they never got it overturned. Parts of it was overturned by the Supreme
Yeah.
Court, but we all know how they work.
Mhm.
But it
Well, I
held.
went down that rabbit hole yesterday too, and I went into what they are doing in the House, and clicked on a link, and then I followed through, and you could see the whole trail of the ACA from
Yeah.
start to where they are now. You can read it through the years of all the shit that they keep throwing at it and whose name is on it.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's throwing the shit? Yeah, it's
And how
all
many
there.
times they threw the shit, and it failed every last single time.
They
they're still
rely
throwing
on
shit
you
at it.
not knowing
And
that.
they're still trying to throw it away. Guys, if we don't keep the Democrats in power at this very critical junction of our democracy surviving, it's not going to survive. If we allow them
That is
any
their plan.
federal fucking control, we're out of here. This country
This,
is fucking over
you know,
with.
you
They're
need
trying
to
to
fess
destroy
up
it.
right now. If you think the Republican Party wants democracy, no, no, no. Democracy gets in the way of their ideas. The Republican Party has become nothing but a party for and of the wealthy. Ever since Citizens United was held up by Supreme Court, money is the language of our government, of those that are in power, and sometimes that dips in on our side too. Don't think it doesn't.
Oh, it
But
absolutely does.
It does. It is never more important for us to be knowledgeable of who we're voting for and why we're voting for them.
Why?
We're sitting
Yeah.
home during the pandemic worrying if we could pay rent or
Yes.
or meals or whatever we needed. Guess who was making money?
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Every
Off the bat-
corporation there
off
is.
the-
was
Yeah, look at
making
oil
money.
profits, baby. Look at the price of
Hand over
gas right now, and
fist.
then go look at how much CEOs of those oil companies are getting paid.
And now they don't want
They're
to pay
laughing all the way to
taxes
the
on it.
bank. While we talk of being under pressure and our oil supplies and everything like that. No. There's plenty of gas. There's plenty of oil. But they manipulate that market to make as much profit as they can. And I hate it when I hear Republicans talking about American oil. Fuck you. It's all sold on the open market. Shell, Exxon,
Yeah.
they don't give a shit who's buying the gas. They just want to
Speaking
sell
of-
it.
Speaking of oil, John, have you noticed the traffic, heavy traffic of oil pipes and machinery
And going down the road?
going down the road?
Yep.
As it's picking up as it was when what was that the little boom that we had about 4 or 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Shell,
cycles.
what was it?
It cycles.
Yeah, they're.
You know.
I hear them talking on the CB, and how much work they got, and they're when drivers are complaining that they're working too much, something's going on.
Yeah, so there's something cooking. Well, you throw that in with the discussion of lake levels because,
Well,
it takes an awful lot of water to frack a
replenish
well.
our own levels, our strategic levels? Aren't we trying to do that too?
We had to dip into
Restock
them.
our own. Absolutely.
Yeah. Joe did that to lower the price of gas at the pump. He did.
And
If the
yet-
oil companies were
and yet
responsible, he wouldn't have had to do that.
But we have states in this country that are and legislatures in this country that are trying to tax people for buying electric vehicles.
Yeah.
It still make any sense.
Randy Peterson
You
said
know,
42-inch
I get
gas
so
line
pissed
leaves
off when you even
Kansas
talk
Pass
about
daily.
electric.
Yeah. There's so many pipelines around South Texas here because Corpus Christi is a major exporter.
Port.
Yes, it's a major port. Our whole port down here is lined with refineries. They just got done building a great big huge one. And
Yep.
the reason we're getting a new bridge isn't because our old bridge is falling down, which it is. It's so we can accommodate bigger ships through our ship
The
channel.
super ships.
That's
and,
right.
And John,
Yes.
the
It's the
question
infrastructure plan.
is who owns those refineries?
Ooh, not us, baby.
Saudis.
Yeah, not us.
There,
No.
there
No.
you go.
Saudis.
Let's
But
tell the real
whose
truth
money is
here.
being paid to change the infrastructure that will benefit those companies? That would be ours.
Us.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
ours.
and we're benefiting Saudi Arabia and Corpus Christi, San Antonio.
For those that are paying attention to it, and I hope you are, because there's a story out of Montana that just touches my heart. I just love this story. It is about a group of young people, young teenagers, that have filed a suit on behalf of of the state, because in the state constitution it guarantees a clean environment, and I can't remember the exact wording in the Montana constitution, but it's in there to preserve and protect for future generations. Well, now, all of this oil and gas and pipelines and refineries you got going up here, they ain't doing a whole lot to help the environment. As a matter of fact, it's melting the glaciers and everything. So they filed suit. And as much as the oil company and the big monies tried to get it thrown out at every level, it made it. Because it's in the Constitution of their state. And I'm rooting them on. Just, the corporate lawyers get up there every day and try to tear them apart in one way or another, and it's not working. These kids are holding to their guns. I love it. I'm just looking for this as a, because let's face it, as in any generation, who's going to save us? It's going to be the younger generation coming up.
It's always been that way.
It's
John.
always been that way.
And it always will be that way.
And we have a generation coming up now that is informed and, what do the right call it? Woke, baby. Yeah. They are awakened.
And, their activation or, activism it looks different than ours.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's just as effective.
Oh, it's all about social media.
If not more.
It's
not more.
Yes.
They just do it differently now, and it's working.
And you know what?
They're out there.
They understand that technology a hell of a lot better than those people sitting up
Better
there in
than I
that
do.
legislature.
Yep.
Better than I do.
Don't underestimate them, and they will vote.
Yeah.
And if they wanted to really raise an army, they could.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Them kids, I have a firm belief that by the time the next election, there's going to be a lot more kids graduated and ready to vote. And they're simply tired.
And what
of
are they
this
seeing every day in the
bullshit
news?
Going on. Absolutely.
A president.
And one of the things that they're really tired
Ex-president.
about is this fucking gun control bullshit.
Did you see the news today? How many mass shootings just in the last 48 hours?
3, 4, I can't remember.
I think like 5 or 6.
Was it that many?
I seen a map as I was walking out of the room, and it was mass shootings over the weekend or something. And I seen about, I don't know, 6 at least red little tags with arrows pointing to different cities.
Well, this is the second time we're about to celebrate Juneteenth here in America.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of people really still haven't caught on to what this is all about, nor do they want to.
No.
And so, stupid is going to go out there and prevail because it just runs rampant in our country right now. Okay? But it's a federal holiday. I'm not exactly excited about it being a federal holiday. It's always been a black thing. And I don't know what to tell you. It's a black thing.
It's a black thing.
But still,
Even the banks are closing that day.
Did I tell you I called Maestro?
It really means something. It's our 4th of July. You have to understand that.
I called Maestro, gave him shit. Why wasn't I invited to the cookout?
For the dead. I stopped celebrating. I stopped celebrating 4th of July because, well, as a black man, it's just basically at that time when the Americans were free of the British. At that time, all the black people were still in chains. They were being whipped, which was sad. And still, even with the end of slavery, still we were with invisible chains, which the invisible chains were segregation.
Absolutely.
And
redlining and
yes.
Exactly.
Shit like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and
Rosewood.
many other towns.
And Rosewood too.
All across this country.
They did a movie about Rosewood.
Yes, they did. I remember it. Yes, they did. It was very famous.
John Voight should have not
It's
started
even the
because he's
teaching
a
of that
white
history that bothers them. They
Yeah,
don't
they
want
don't-
that
they don't
history
want
taught.
Now it's gotten down to that. But how do you explain this all of a sudden federal holiday?
Yeah. Good
And
question.
understand,
Why
there
are
were
we
a lot of
having this
black
holiday?
people-
because it took that long
Exactly.
after the end of the Civil War for it to reach here, Texas. That's the day it was. The last of the slaves were freed here in Texas. It took a long time after the Civil War for it to finally get around.
Hmm.
You know, and yeah, no, the history is told by those who wish to tell it, and those that wish to tell it sometimes don't tell the truth, and they want to paint a
Well,
picture of something that wasn't there.
Their version.
Your version. You know,
Hmm.
it's history is written by the victors, and in this case, the war is still on, in a sense, in a very real sense.
in a very
We're
real sense,
we're
it
not
is
over.
still going on.
Yes.
I mean, we're just now trying to make accountable somebody who has raised the hate level in this country to, off the fucking
Hey, you
charts.
want to
I
watch a
mean,
Republican go nuts? Mention reparations. Mention
uh,
reparations. They go shitless.
uh,
I'm
we've been
glad to see
watching them go
California
nuts for
moving
a
in that
while
direction.
now,
They're
John.
trying to make an attempt at it. I'm glad to see.
Hmm.
You
But
know.
John, they gotta realize they cannot worship a false god. I mean, I would tell them myself, but that would be like telling a fire not to burn out of control.
I think they all, I think they do anyway. You know, the
It's
ones
just
that are
he's not
saying that.
God. If he was God, he would have turned the wine into water. He would have fed thousands of people. He would have raised the dead
Yeah. All
and been
miracle
crucified
shit.
and sent.
Yeah, all that
And
miracle shit.
Yeah, all that miracle stuff. Yeah,
exactly.
that would have happened. Did it?
Jorge wants to come in.
Oh, I see him. I see him. Wait a minute.
Yay.
Jorge, another father of the day. Hello,
Yeah.
father of the day, Jorge Tire Biter. Oh, he's not made to jump yet. Come on, buddy.
Give him a
I'd like
second.
to be right on Johnny on the spot. There he is.
There he is.
Top speed right there.
Warp speed.
Hello,
Hello,
Jorge.
Jorge.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day
Thank
to you,
you.
my friend.
Happy Father's
You
Day.
too,
Happy
Jorge.
Father's Day, Jorge.
Well, you know, John, I got a 32-year-old and a 29-year-old, so I know I'm right with you, man.
Yes, sir. We're in the same pocket right there. Yeah, I got
Yes,
one
sir.
28,
Uh,
and one that will be one that just turned 28 a few days ago, and the one that's going to turn. Wait a minute, I'm getting them. Don't talk about it. I got one that were on the same month, different days. Trying to get switched up on who's where.
Sorry, Travis.
Both my kids are
He
born.
can't remember.
No, I can't remember shit nowadays. I'm telling you, it's getting bad. This
It's that
morning,
squirrel idea.
I was treading water on Tim's show earlier today, and then I was sitting out there trying to do my rant, and it's just not coming out. I was finally gave up and just. Travis said the last one sounded good, so okay.
Blame it
Y'all-
on the heat,
y'all
John. You can't
talk
think
about-
straight in that heat.
Have y'all talked about the ads that the Koch brothers put out against Trump? Koch?
Yeah, well,
Money?
I have mentioned
I've
it.
seen,
I
but
have
I
not
haven't talked
seen
about
them.
it.
Oh, pray
Oh,
pray
I
tell.
saw 'em.
And
Oh, yeah.
Your
they said
professional
we
critique?
can't
Come on.
win with Trump.
what's up?
We can't
Yeah,
win with
yeah,
Trump, and the
Trump was
Koch brothers are saying it.
Well, the Koch bruh, because his other brothers did.
Yeah, his
Oh,
other brother
yeah.
died. Maybe he was the
One
evil
of them's
twin.
gone.
As
And then you got
Has
John
taken out-
Cornyn saying that the stuff against Trump don't look good.
You know, we're going to see a big
And
change in the Republican Party in their defense
That's
of him,
freaking John Cornyn, man.
because you can't defend him.
Nope.
You know, on this shit, it's plain cut and dry. He had every opportunity to turn over those documents. He knew what the fuck he had. He's out there waving them around, bragging about he's got him. Because look who I am. I've got the
Oh.
secret documents and shit. Hell yes. There's not any defense, and we don't even know the smidgen of what they have. Of
To
what
what extent did he screw us? Meaning,
Well, and then
I'm gonna.
they got the kids, and they're all doing the right wing network thing. All of the kids of you.
I'm old school military,
Don
buddy.
Jr.
Anything
comes
that's
out.
taken, you have to
Don-
assume is compromised. Go ahead.
And Junior comes out, and Junior comes out, and he is so coked up, he can't even talk. You know. It's just unbelievable. I've got it on my Facebook page. I cut it and pasted it on there because It's kind of like you want to talk about Hunter Biden's drug problem.
Yeah,
Just look at this guy.
yeah. Junior's been that
He's
way.
on TV right now.
I'm telling you.
Oh, well, him and Kimberly, see,
You
Junior
know,
left his wife and kids
Do you
to
think
run
his-
with Kimberly.
do you think his kids came to see him on Father's Day? Or I guess they
I
did,
don't
huh?
know, man.
Sent him a card or something?
I guess his ex-wife wants him.
Do we
wants
really
his kids
care?
to stay away from
No.
a druggie.
No. But we're going to see more and more people turn against him.
That's
Because
another
it is
indictment I would look
indefensible.
forward to.
Huh?
Junior. That's another indictment I would look forward to.
Yeah.
Junior's indictment.
Yeah, Junior's, Ivanka's,
Kershner's.
yeah, Kushner.
I would like to see the news if Junior had
Jesus,
sexually
my
assaulted
mind.
someone.
It's toast. Huh?
I'd like to see him get
Well,
charged for sexual assault.
Oh,
Don Jr., if he got charged with sexual assault,
he chip off the old block, huh?
would yes?
Yeah. Would be. I would. It would not. It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing in that family surprises me. You know, we were just talking
Yeah,
earlier
that
about the
Kimberly
influence
on,
a family has on
She
their
looked like
kids.
she come from a Halloween party with her makeup and shit, you know?
Who's that? Which one?
Kimberly.
Kimberly? I don't know.
Kimberly
Kimberly.
Gargoyle.
Gargoyle. Kimberly
Yes,
Gargoyle.
yes.
Kimberly Gargoyle.
That's Don
yeah.
Jr.'s wife, right?
Yes. Well,
yeah.
yes, and maybe
The one that was
I
standing
don't
out
know.
there and gave the big speech, and I can't remember what her final words
Jumping
were.
up and down all
Yeah,
coked up.
yeah,
She's all coked up too, man.
yeah, she looked like it.
See? Trust me, I'm an old druggie, man. I can
You can spot them, huh?
You know?
I'm telling you.
Well, I reckon,
I don't think they are married, Carolyn.
you know?
I don't think they are.
I'm
They're
sure
not married, are
I'm
they?
not.
They're not married, are they, Don Jr.?
They're just sharing straws.
Are they living in sin, are they? Is that what you're
Well, if
saying?
still using
They're
their
living in
last
sin?
name separately, I would assume no. But
Yeah, good.
They're sharing straws to snort rails.
Yeah, I'm sure. Meanwhile, back on the farm.
meanwhile,
Oh Lord, it's going to be. This is going to pick up rather quickly. I think we're going to see some movement on January 6th grand jury, and I think we're going to see something out of Fulton County, Georgia, pretty soon. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. And we're going to see continually the Republicans. They're going to have no choice. You know, they're going to scream that it's
Well, they realize
weaponization.
you can't
That's the
win
only thing they're
general.
going to have. But when evidence comes down to it, you know, look what's happening with some of the Republicans. They're turning.
should we start a little poll or a little kick $1 in, see who wins kind of thing on how many pages the J6 indictments might be?
Yeah, I
You
bet
have
it's
make
going to
any
be.
guesses?
Every time I think of this one, because to me, you know, this documents case, it's you know, and both sides are pretty much saying it's cut and dry. You had the documents. You were told to turn them over. You didn't, and you're jeopardizing national security. You know, pretty cut and dry case. You're a dick, and you didn't do what you're supposed to do. The
Right.
January
They
6th
conspired
case,
to hide them.
it is about insurrection, about his attempt to overturn the election and install himself as president. And like I say, that conspiracy is not
attempt.
just him. There's others, and I'm sure waiting to see if any of them are recognized.
Oh, there's
and
probably going to be many indictments.
I would
I'm
think.
just wondering how many pages.
I
long
want to see
those
Jim
pages
Jordan's
are gonna
name
be.
in there.
You know, he's already got
Marjorie
over.
Trader
Yes,
Exactly.
common names that we know, baby, familiar names.
Portfoot.
It,
Portfoot.
yes.
Portrait.
Yeah.
You know, what baffles me is that these Republican politicians up here in Washington, the ones that are pussyfooting around with supporting this motherfucker and coming straight out and saying, "Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we're gonna give him a pardon. We're gonna do this." They need to realize something. Their candidate has over 70 felony criminal charges against
Indeed.
him. And that's just so far.
Y'all forgive me.
And you know, I kept
It's a
hearing that, and I'm
crime
like,
spree.
and I kept saying to myself, well, wait a minute, he only charged him with 37. He only charged him with 37 counts
Yeah.
in this documents case, you know.
All
But
of
I had
them.
forgotten about the Alvin Bragg's case out in New York that charged him with 36, 37 counts. You know, he's got two, over 70. Their major candidate for president, the person that they want to give the nuclear codes to.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Think
about that.
Yeah.
They
It
want
makes me
to
nervous that he
put
had him to
in
begin with.
power.
And whatever
And
happened,
he has people in the House that he has directed to put out this statement, the weaponization of government, and that's all that they keep saying. It's the weapons.
That's the song they're going to sing.
That is what they're saying. That's what we're hearing, and yet the person. all this shit started under Trump. All of it.
Every bit of it.
January 6th.
Oh, before that.
You know,
remember
His
Charlottesville?
taxes.
Look at all the shit that happened under him.
Ray, the guy who's in charge of the FBI, Christopher Wray, was appointed by Trump. Was a Trump appointee held
He's
over
a
by
Republican.
Biden. Yes. You know, and he's a Republican. You know,
Yes.
oh, Jesus Christ. How
So are
many
all the
attorney
witnesses
generals
at the J6.
did Trump have? Because he couldn't keep the right criminal attorney general until he got Bill Barr up in there. How many did he have prior to Bill Barr? What, 2, 3?
Yeah.
And after
How
Bill
many
Barr,
NSA directors did
put
he
another
have?
one in there. Exactly.
Four?
This man is
I lost
how many chief of White House?
Yeah, chief of staff. And
How many
by the way,
everything?
please tell me, what are they all talking about now? That he's a dog.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
all
that
turning
he-
on him. They got
and
no
that-
choice.
And that he's criminal.
Yes.
And that he probably did this shit. And the intent is there, and it shows.
None of the witnesses
Why
are
don't-
Democrats.
Why don't we let
They're all
the-
Republicans.
That's
the
just
criminal
like the J6 commission. They were all Republicans.
But why don't they want this to go through the courts? Why is that? Because that motherfucker is guilty and he's going to be found. And
And do
the
you want to
trouble
tie
is,
your ass to
the
an anchor?
charges, and the amount of maximum years that he could spend in jail just for the Mar-a-Lago case is over 400 years. Now,
Let's get on. Let's get on with the rat killing,
with
baby.
one, and that's the rest of his life. Okay,
I'm good with that. I'm good with that.
I'm good with that.
but he wants
That
to be
and-
president. He wants
Yes,
to
he
be president.
does.
From,
You know, that's
from
going to be the
prison.
question. Is he going
From
to spend
prison.
any time for this? And that's the one when people ask me that question, I don't know how to answer it. I want to say yes because I want to have a belief that deep down we truly do believe in our legal system, and if we do,
Be-
he goes to jail.
Before this case is up, he's gonna have 1, 2, maybe 3, maybe even 4 more cases brought against
Oh,
him.
we're just seeing the dawn of the cases that are going to be against him, both civil and criminal. It's the criminal ones we're looking at. Is he going to spend time for that? I
While
want to
he was
say
in
yes.
office, we kept remarking at how much damage and how long it was going to take to fix this damage.
Oh, it's going to take decades, baby. Because when I get into that conversation, the first place my brain goes isn't to the political bullshit. It's what he did in the fucking EPA. The regulations that he cut on the oil and gas and into other industries are going to take years and years before they're even litigated in the courts again. And those are laws that we fought for all through the 60s and 70s around Save the Planet, environmental, and all that stuff went out the fucking window when he went in. That's what I mean. The depth of the destruction that he did to this country hasn't even been delved into yet on a long-term basis. Hell, the tax cut he gave to the rich, yeah, that's permanent. It's in there forever. You know, you're gonna keep it. That's the least
He's
of our
not the
problems.
chosen one.
Yeah, the glorious
He's
leader.
not the chosen one.
You know,
He is the Antichrist. The
Well,
real
you
know,
life Antichrist.
he doesn't give a shit what happens to this
He's the
country as
real life
long as he
Antichrist.
Yeah, well,
is worshipped, is glorified in some way. That's his whole thing, his ego. You know, we all know it's about money, but it's more
Why
than
does
that.
the guy can't read, but he's got all those boxes of material?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. The man
guy
you
that
can't
don't read?
he can't pay attention 10 minutes without his mind wandering 15 places. You know,
Person, woman,
he-
man, camera, TV,
yeah, person,
baby.
woman, man, camera, TV. I bet everybody listening can recite that
A
on
stable
demand.
genius.
You know, because he's a stable genius. Of course, you know, and that points to exactly who he is.
Yeah.
They gave him words
Yep.
that were standing right in front of him. Right in front of him. Person, woman, man, camera, TV. It's right there.
Dr. Feelgood, who's now in Congress. He's a congressman from Texas.
Oh, God.
yes, he
How do
is.
you reckon that happened? How do you reckon
Yes,
that
yes.
happened?
It's
Shit.
the same way Tommy Tuberville became a senator. I don't know.
Jeez.
You have to wonder sometimes.
Makes you want to scream.
It does. It does.
That's because
Yeah.
y'all listen. Big money was thrown at these people.
Yep.
So and they didn't give up. They were
With an
willing
expectation
to
of a return on their money.
Herschel
Yes.
Walker in Congress.
Exactly.
Do we remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, come
And
on.
they
Who would
threw
think
lot
he'd
of
be a good
money at
senator?
that.
And Tommy Tuberville's no
not me.
tub of shit is no different. He's ignorant.
But they didn't have anybody to run against
An
him.
idiot.
And
All right,
so,
look, we have to
John,
calm down because
promise
Carolyn's
me-
out there screaming. And she's tired. She's
Promise-
painted a fucking fence today,
Trump
worked on the
didn't come
car.
up with this.
Jesus.
John,
You're squirreling.
promise me. We get started on Two for Blue here real soon.
I know it,
because
darling.
there's a gentleman in your
In-
state that's running against Ted Cruz, Colin Allred.
Allred.
We need to be
Oh, that guy's good.
backing his candidacy right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
big
try to
fan.
get with Travis. Maybe we'll try to start that and have some graphics up. Travis has been under a heavy
and I believe
workload.
the guy up
I
in
don't know how to do it.
Bobo the Clown's district, I think his name is Alan or Adam Fresh.
In Bobart's
Fresh?
district.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we need to be backing him
Yeah.
because these are the people that we need to
Oh,
get
yeah.
out of
Indeed.
Congress.
Indeed.
And
We're
what we
behind
can
on a
do.
lot of things we should be doing. Want to get the graphics up. Oh, look at me. I'm on the wrong camera still. Travis has been quite busy with some other projects that he's got going on. But yeah,
I
he's,
just read a comment from Bill Joins, and he said, "How about this one? Indictment, arrangement, trial, sentence, prison. How about 5
hey,
words we can
there's
remember?"
5 words I could learn.
There you go.
Damn good going. There you
Good
go.
one, Bill.
Outstanding,
I think
Bill.
he'd trip up on the prison one.
You reckon
I don't
he'd
know.
remember those? If we drum it into his head.
I can.
I can.
Indictment, arrangement, trial, prison, sentence, prison.
There
yes,
you go.
we could do
I
that.
got to practice, but I get it. I get it.
I love
Roland,
it.
I love it.
I
Bill,
love this family. We
I
come up with
mean
some
to
good
tell
stuff
you,
at
we have
times.
some talent, and Bill Joins is one of them. That guy, he's
Absolutely.
very talented, very smart. He is always in the know. I look towards people like him. I
He's
look
an
towards people
asset.
like Mission Chick, who is constantly looking into things and rely on her heavily.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. I rely on her heavily too.
yeah. No pressure there.
I don't
Mission Chick.
always get the words out.
Hey, no
right,
pressure,
but
Jack.
But that's okay.
Just keep it up. That's all we ask.
That's right. That's
Uh,
right. Because
know,
we
But
need
you
to
know-
be putting out good information.
You know what
So-
words I do have?
What words?
It's time to run the credits, John.
Is it already?
Like
Yeah.
and
God,
subscribe.
man, we're having fun here, and I'm telling you, am I hitting the
I
right
know.
button? That one?
It's
No,
Father's
that's
Day. You
send
should
us
have some
letters.
fun.
Let's see.
Over the years, the Blue Dot family has become a powerful catalyst for change, amplifying voices from not just the United States, but from all over the world. With that, a tapestry of diversity was woven together by the threads of shared interests, passions, and experiences. Bonds forged through the comment sections and chat rooms of cyberspace. But when the opportunity arises to bring these connections into the tangible world, it is truly a transformative experience. Witnessing everyone's genuine joy and excitement to connect with one another was a testament to the incredible bonds that they have forged. And while, yes, talks of politics did happen and get pretty intense, however, the majority of the time was spent talking about the friends who couldn't make it that weekend, the friends that couldn't be there at the table with them. The everlasting bond you have all made with one another is something you all should be proud of. These gatherings, and this family as a whole, mean the world to my dad. And because of that, I can't thank you enough for making this family what it is. For being yourselves. For using your voice and taking part. That being said, I can safely say we are excited to do this again someday. And we hope you can make it. And if you can't, we'll see you in the Blue Room.
I'm telling you, I'm proud of that boy's work. Every time I see that video, he did a great job on the video. But I am so proud of the words he used. So much. Mm-hmm. But I think he expressed it pretty well about what this family means, not only to y'all, but to us, to me. It means the world, and I want to thank every one of you for being a part of it. Every one of you. We need to have more reunions. Anybody there? Everybody there?
Hey, John.
Okay.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy day to everybody. I just, I love that video. I don't know how many times I've watched it just to hear him talk. Like
I just wish I hadn't been sick.
Oh, I wish you would have been there. Oh, well, like Travis said in there, most of our time was spent around the table talking about the people that weren't there. And so I hope all of y'all's ears was ringing. Bernadette, you were Miss everyone. Because that's what we do. That's what families do. They talk about you behind your back.
Yeah, that's good. That's to be expected.
Excuse me. It's we need to do it every time I see that. We need to do that again. Let's do another one. Shit, let's do one every week. I wish.
I'll tell you what. I would have been real proud if we could ever get together at the lake, and I'll be doing my part by cooking.
Well, Randy's already talking about meeting up in the shed again. Coming over to your house and jamming a little bit more.
I'm all for
John,
it.
I got one question about the video, if you know.
Yes, sir.
Who did the guitar picking?
I don't know, but whoever it is, that's why it's not on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not. That's not Travis playing. He could probably. As a matter of fact,
I was wondering if you did it.
He might, because he's changed the music, and we tried to upload it to TikTok again, and nope, copyright violation. So, and I can put it up, but it would be muted, which means his voice wouldn't be there.
Right. Exactly.
So what's the point? Just a bunch of pretty pictures of old people walking around, I guess. But he's trying to fix that.
metal band has a new album out.
Do they?
Yeah, this is out right now.
Outstanding.
You know,
See,
I've
we all need
listened
to
to
come
the
to your
practice
house.
so
You've got a
many
stage, buddy. I've seen your place. You have a stage, don't you?
Well, it's kind of filled up with stuff now.
Yeah, well, we
My
can move the
son's
stuff
running
off.
lawn
It's still
care
a stage.
business out of the yard now.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like me
and
saying I used to have a
And
closet. I don't
Corey
have a
has
storage
a
shed.
mobile detailing. Corey has a mobile auto detailing rig running out of here now, and there's lots of business going on around here.
That's good.
That's good. Business picking up.
Oh
baby.
yeah, my boys
means-
ain't lazy,
There you go. Out hustling all the time.
and we just don't work good for other people. We always have been in business
Yeah.
for ourselves.
That's most
Hey,
of my
Jorge.
life.
We're
I like
not
working
good
for me.
employees. Yes,
Jorge.
ma'am.
I'm the best boss I ever had.
Happy Father's
Yes,
Day.
ma'am.
Happy Father's
Thank
Day,
you,
Jorge.
dear.
Happy Father's Day.
I used to get cards on Mother's Day too, because I was a single parent.
Happy
See?
Mother's Day. Absolutely.
Randy
It works
Peterson
both
said it.
ways.
Randy Peterson said it in the chat. Joe's Shed, Blues, and Barbecue. Are we there?
There you go.
Works for me. I
Works
like
for me.
barbecue, and I like camping. I like camping at Lake Corpus Christi
And
State Park
yes,
too.
that's where me and Jorge first met. Was at the lake.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. You had your RV up
And
there.
you didn't have a beard.
Yes. No, I didn't have a beard. Got pictures. No beard.
It's scary.
It is scary.
Scary.
It is scary. That's why I'm never cutting it off again. Shit, no. I've seen myself under this thing again.
And
No.
we're still friends, man.
I want to
We're still
distract him.
friends.
Oh, look at the old man's beard. Don't look at his face. Look at that beard. There you go. They don't notice the ugly face over it. Anyway, I guess we ought to get on with the getting on. I want to thank everybody for coming in, not only in this room to talk, but everybody in that chat that goes on. I try to stay up with it as much as I can, but it flies by. And I just want you to know that I love every one of you for it, for being in that chat, for having the discussions that you're having, for being family, baby, for being family. And a bunch of other mushy shit y'all know. Anyway, Jorge, thank you very much for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. And we knew we need to meet up by the lake again, buddy. You know, at least we know it would be you. It would be you and Nan, Joe, me,
Yeah.
Travis, Randy,
Randy?
and, you know, put the notice out of local Blue Dots around here.
He's been doing a landscaping job out in California.
He's been doing a
Beautiful
fantastic
job
job out there. I bet his sister's just tickled to death with him.
Maybe we can get KY.
There's lots of blue dots in Texas nowadays, huh?
We got a lot of Blue Dots in Texas, baby.
All right. That
We have a
sounds
lot of
good.
Blue Dots
That
across
sounds
this
good.
country, and it just makes me.
Let's turn Texas blue.
There you go. That's what it's about, baby.
We're working on
We're
it.
working on it. Anyway, Jorge, thank you very much, brother. Take care of yourself.
All right. Happy Father's Day. I love you, brother.
I love you back, brother. Take care of yourself. Ed,
Yes, John.
thank you for coming in, brother. Happy Father's Day to you.
Same to you, John. Oh, John, I wanted to say that
What?
11 years ago today, Rodney King, who would be the symbol of modern day civil rights, passed away.
Yes. Boy, howdy. You know,
Like,
Yep.
it's hard to look sometimes, and you think to yourself, really, it's been that long? Because
It's been that long.
it seems like yesterday, watching that beating on TV over and over and over again.
which
No,
led
that's-
to an outrage to not only
It
LA
led
but the
to a
nation.
fire, baby. What do they say? A lot more people got woke that day.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it wasn't just
George
George
didn't care
Floyd,
about
huh?
No, and it didn't end with him.
No.
And it hasn't ended yet. But we're working
Nope.
on it, baby. We're
We
working
are
on it.
working on it, and that's what being a Blue Dot is all about.
That
It's
is
just
what it's
continuing to work on our democracy because this is our country too.
I don't know how much we can move the line, but we can push on it, baby. We can all push
Oh, we
as
can
much as we
move the
can.
line. We've already seen we can move the line, so let's just keep moving the
Keep
line.
moving it, baby.
Yep, just keep
right.
pushing,
That's what-
pushing,
Ed,
Our
We're
pushing.
on the right side of the
That's
fence.
it, baby. That's it.
Yep.
I'm proud to be on this side, baby. I'm pushing for the true meaning of, I don't want to. Anyway, we'll get in a whole other conversation. Ed,
Yep.
thank you, brother.
Yes, John.
Thank you, brother, for coming in. I appreciate the shit out of it.
Thank you.
And
Until next time. Good night, everybody.
good night, Ed.
Good
Hold on.
night.
And Joe,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in and thank you for the conversation last night. I really enjoyed that.
I sure
Two
did
old
too.
guys sitting out there in the rocker, drinking tea, shooting the shit, occasionally
Real cool.
watching the neighbors cruise by to go, what are they doing?
Wonder
He's
who
got
that
company over there. What the fuck is that about? Yeah, anyway, it's great to have a little company, and I'll be over shortly.
All right.
Yeah, we'll try to do something with that. I thought I brought it back to life, but it died last night.
We'll check it.
We'll check it.
We'll get her. We'll get her right.
Try it again. All right, Joe. Take care of yourself, and thank you for coming in, brother.
You too, my friend.
All right. Miss Chick, what can
Yes,
I say,
John.
baby? Thank you again so much for everything you do. I
Well,
appreciate
you're
the
welcome.
fact that you stay on top of stuff. And
Yeah,
you
I
help
know.
guide us back into the path again. We
I have
we
that
have a
knack,
tendency to
but
wander
yeah.
off in different directions.
Come back in.
We
I'm
need
still
somebody to
around.
go, hey, blow the whistle and get your ass back over here. So I appreciate you so much.
But you know what?
What?
There's other people out there that could appreciate you.
How
and
could they do that?
push that like button?
You could push that
They
like
could
button. It's right
subscribe.
down there.
And they could
You
share
can't
that
miss
shit.
it. There's a share button down there. And you could do me one other favor. Follow other people that are using their voice. Leo Sahaki, Tim
Yeah.
Cormall, Robin
Ginger's
Kincaid.
Ranch Show.
Huh?
Ginger's Ranch
Ginger's
Show.
Ginger's
Show.
Ranch Show, Virginia Woodley. Check her out. These voices are important. And I'm proud of every one of them. I want you to know that.
And they're all blue dots.
And they're all blue dots, baby. And
Yeah.
I'd also, just before you slide off over to Bernadette, I'd like to say Happy Father's Day, and
thank you.
Bernadette, Happy
Yes.
Juneteenth.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Thank you. Indeed.
We'll be making beer.
You're going to be
Oh,
making
there you
beer.
go.
I love it. I love it. All right. Thank you so much. And Bernadette. What can I say, baby?
Good
Don't
night.
forget
Good night?
Forky.
That would be good. That would be good. No, there was something I was supposed to tell you. Something you wanted. Something you asked
Moi?
me. Huh?
Me?
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to do something. Tell somebody something. No? I'm thinking of something
I
else.
gave you a
Jesus.
message yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yesterday I sent you something that you were supposed to tell somebody that, that was part for him too, so. But,
I think I did.
remember?
No.
Okay, cool.
I don't remember anything. At the moment,
Okay,
I don't
well.
remember shit. It's been a long day. I'm getting all confused on what the hell I did today.
Well, then we'll just call this a day. And
We'll call
wrap
it a
up.
day.
Right?
Anyway,
It's a day.
Bernadette, thank you. One thing me and Marcia was talking about, we're going to move up by your mountain. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, Travis Scott
Cool.
has a whole big thing about, Dad, you should be able to grow pot down here because I know how Travis knows that's used to be a relaxing hobby of mine. I don't anymore because it's
Yeah.
illegal. And
Yeah, well, you gotta get with the legal states.
yeah, let's do it. Anyway, I want you to know, I do. I lean on this family heavily, baby. Y'all are so important to me. I just want you to know that. Anyway, anybody else got any mushy shit they want to say?
Be safe and be blessed out there, y'all.
That's it, baby. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. But most of all, thanks for giving a shit about your country. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be here. And
We wouldn't be here.
all that. Y'all take care of yourself, and we'll see you again on
Good night.
Tuesday. Tuesday, we'll
There
be
you
back.
go.
I will not be. There won't be a rant tomorrow.
Okay.
Marcia's got doctor's appointments tomorrow. It's going to be
Yeah.
a full day, so
Oh, Lord.
nothing happening tomorrow. We'll be back here Tuesday for another Blue Dot family meeting. Until then, much
right.
love to every one of you, baby. Y'all
All right.
take care.
Good night, Bernadette. Good night, Miss
Good night.
Chick.
That's
Good night,
we're,
John.
we're turning into
Good night, Joe.
good night, John
Good
boy.
night, John.